On our last thread of analysis, we spoke about the PPI data that was going to be released and also the core PPI data that came released, which came in good. We explained the implications of price, whether it be to the downside or to the upside here, should that information come out as such. And we actually got good information. And now you can actually see the price of XRP acting good per our expectations. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go over what that means for the immediate short term and price action for XRP and possibly Bitcoin, right, guys? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is ARCa. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, guys. Yeah, so PPI, guys, year-over-year core came in at a 3.3 read from a forecasted potential of 3.6%, guys. This is absolutely amazing. We want this to ease off. We wanted it to go down, and this is what we said, right? As long as you are at or below the read of 3.6 on that core PPI, we were likely to move to the upside here. And same thing with the actual PPI numbers, the producer price index, right? The year-over-year mark. And you can see here that the forecasted value was 3.3%, and we came in at a massive drop at 2.7%, guys. That absolutely made the markets kind of reach for, at least in the crypto space, right? Reach for some local new highs. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at this right now, guys? So this is your Tether dominance versus your Bitcoin, right, guys? And this is greatly affecting XRP in the immediate short term and actually in the macro term. As you can see, we are absolutely dumping that Tether, the Tether, right, guys? Because that's people buying Bitcoin or XRP or XLM or XCN, which is great, which is going great right now, right, guys? All these things are being purchased via, well, a lot of it is, right, using the Tether Connect, right? The conversions to purchase your cryptocurrency. So that's what's happening right now, guys. Tether dominance against your BTC is a complete inverted play, and I hope that information does work out, right, guys? So yeah, this is your BTC play right about here, right? It looks like it is creating a little bit of a bull flag here, right? So a measured moves, just this is very, very basic here before I move on to XRP, right, guys? Measured move on that bull flag, right? A little bit of a crayon here. It would actually take you to, I would say, it would be roughly around the areas of around 85,547 to about 85,916, and it does show potential to do that even in spot price action here over the weekend. But yeah, kind of expect an upside here, and this would be your dead cat bounce on the Tether dominance, which you could also measure from that top of the centered area to the very low point, right, guys, to that confluent low. And when you do that, you're able to take this trend line here and kind of apply it to that bottom low zone that you measured it from, and this is indicating a potential support bottom of around 5.40%. So heads up on these targets, guys, as they are reaching some higher probabilities here, right, guys? So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave these things here for you to evaluate or use later, right, guys? Very good stuff. Let's go ahead and now move on to XRP, guys. I have to just go ahead and remind you here that yesterday we were observing the larger time frame on the Alpha Light algorithm here, guys, which is my development here, and it's certainly honored that buy signal all the way through. We got a little bit of a blip here, right, giving us a sell signal at 202. Immediately corrected at $2, and now we are long again on the algorithm, and it's suggesting continuous upside from now, guys. So this is actually giving us this long read, and it is based on a 3-hour time frame. So let's see how this plays out into the coming day or two. Okay, guys, make sure to I'm still honoring the discount on this, guys. Make sure to hit the link in the description below for Alpha Light, as it is incredibly cheap and available for you guys. And if you already have purchased it, guys, just make sure to email arcabulls@gmail.com your proof of purchase and your TradingView username. Okay, guys, and we'll go ahead and get this assigned to you as soon as humanly possible. We do have a lot of traffic right now, so we'll make sure to get to you as soon as humanly possible, like I said. Anyway, guys, so yeah, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the continuation here on XRP XRP using volatility versus momentum. These were the targets that we were facing yesterday, right? We were observing the probabilities of facing a little bit of resistance in here around the 199 before we made that move towards the upside. We kind of settled right above that, tested it a couple times, and absolutely met our top side target of 203.07. And now we have moved beyond, right, guys? This is absolutely amazing. I love that we can look at this as a forward movement, and we can kind of evaluate the continuation of price here even into a day and a half later, right, guys? So now the continuation on this, just like we did yesterday, we're going to be using volatility versus momentum. This is going to be your linear volatility dispersion of returns, right, guys? This is actually inspired by the caretaker who's coding things for Eric Crown, right, guys? And this is your standard stochastic momentum. You can use any momentum indicator really for this, but yeah, so currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's just say multiple green bars on this hourly time frame, suggesting momentum is increasing towards that direction. Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that bi-hourly time frame. Take a look at this, guys. We have a great breakout from the moving average here. From the volatility component over that moving average, and it is suggesting further expansion with an upside bias on stochastics, right? So as long as we are accelerating here or expanding, right, we can actually choose that direction or observe the direction, better said, on that stochastic momentum indicator, and it is so far towards the upside. Which reminds me, guys, I know that a lot of you already signed up for your master's course, and that we are coming out with the welcome packets. So we are kind of nailing it here to just a few more people, I guess, if we can add them, right? Which still many last minute people are coming in. So make sure to refer to the link at the very bottom of guys, in the description below. You'll see the ARC Master's course, and it is an 8-week program for beginners in charting and trading. And that's with me live for $100, guys. I've never done that before, so make sure to take advantage of this, because that is likely going to go back to its 430 base price into the future. Should I even decide to repeat this lecture again, guys, I've already mentored over 300 master students, and it's very tough for me to continue doing this, right, guys? So let's make sure that we can get in on this one and observe, as we are going to be getting started here in about a week or two now. So we are approaching, okay, guys, and submit your proof of purchase to this email here. Okay, guys. Anyway, so we have that upside continuation on bi-hourly with expansion on volatility. There is a little bit of a worry here because, bi-hourly time frame with the 3 rising methods, or 3 white soldiers as it's called, does present a little bit of a bearish scenario here temporarily, right? So I guess what this can do is actually, or what it's telling me, is that a few other time frames have closed and there could be a retrace. It's not guaranteed, right? There could be a retrace here, statistically speaking, based on this formation itself. And I guess we would just have to see, right? So what other time frames have closed? Well, it looks like 49 minutes on this. So the hourly time frame is a brand new bar, and that currently is actually, it went up towards its 50%, just kind of past it, and now it's decompressing. So there's got to be more time frames that closed as well. So let's look at okay, great, the 3-hour time frame. Yeah, that closed 10 minutes ago, and that would kind of that would kind of give this a little bit of pressure towards that downside. Potential peekaboo could still happen at around that 207.43 once again, or just shy of that, and there could be a retrace on this down to this level here. I'm going to go ahead and point out this range here, should you have any ideas, right? But I am going to say that it may not actually come all the way down there. There's no guarantee in the markets, right? We're only talking about probabilities here, but based on a retrace, that could be a zone for it to come down to. Right now, the probabilities on that are 60 to 70% of the time you'll get 30 to 50% prior bar retrace. So this being the new bar and this being the prior bar, well, 50% would land right around that 204, slightly higher. But it's not about the exact 50%. It's about price, right, guys? Price is king. So let's just make sure that we can get. I guess I can leave all these things relevant for now, because there still could be further volatility, guys. I don't know about coming back down to here. Of course, anything's possible, but let's continue. Do we have anything else that closed Well, yeah, I guess so, right? We did have the 8 hour time frame close about an hour and 20 minutes, or an hour and 13. I'm sorry, yeah, an hour and about 12 minutes ago, and it is kind of creating this peekaboo. It is kind of a large one, right? So should this pull back? Well, I do think that 203 is relatively familiar since it is very close to that 8 hour time frame, 50%. Even that 203.07 could be around that target as well. Okay, team. So heads up on those bottoms. Should price action return there, that could actually present a nice opportunity. Okay, guys, why don't we go ahead and take a look at volatility's continuation from maybe a 3 hour time frame, right? 3 hour time frame, great crossover, upside stochastic momentum suggesting continuation. That's good. 3 hour time frame just opened up with a new upside bias on this, and it is expanding, right? So we are hitting that throttle, right? We're accelerating towards that upside. 4 hour time frame indicating a very similar thing here. Now we're actually showcasing here a new upside bias, but it's not just a whatever upside bias, guys. It's sitting specifically inside of the gravitational zone from the bull strength percentile inside of this stochastic momentum indicator. Now the 6 hour time frame that's showing a little bit of consolidation here, guys, but what's happening here is that it's a delayed indicator. These are delayed, right? It's not seeing what this is doing right now. So as soon as this new bar closes, then your indicator will reflect what happened there, guys. So that's an important thing to kind of observe and to kind of know, right, before you can make your educated choice. So yeah, 8 hour time frame, we just got a new upside pivot on this. Now it's in the overbought percentile with expanding properties. Your 12 hour time frame is still kind of like the 6 hour, very similar to this consolidation range, right? It's not getting the biggest read in the world, but I will say 2 hours and 46 minutes to close this 12-hour bar. Very likely this is going to shoot up to the upside. Daily time frame still suggesting upside, and on that new bar that's closing in 14 hours 45 minutes. By daily time frame still suggesting the upside, guys, just like we said yesterday, right? Still the same situation. 3-day time frame upside with expansion too. 4-day time frame still, right? That kink there still giving me upside feels. 5-day time frame, yep, that kink still giving me upside feels. An expansion coming in, right, guys? That's still, we're still not I don't think it's done, right, guys? So yeah, we still have upside here on the weekly time frame. Of course, any macro catalyst or something bad can happen, you know, in the macro space that can bring price down that the charts may not be seeing, right? But I'm observing here the behavior of the collective whole, right, guys? So 2 weeks total of upside since this is your downside pivot here. So should that be the case, 2 weeks of ATR, just observing here, this is another algorithm that I put together myself, right, guys, for the tools and for the ARCa Bulls trading team in Discord, right? So this is a current ATR of about 57 cents, and that would be from the opening of the bi-weekly bar. Now, guys, the bi-weekly bar is closing here in about 1 day and 15 hours, so that's getting very close. And the opening range of this bi-weekly bar is right at around 213. So 213 plus 57 cents, you know, that's kind of the target. You're looking at 270s, potentially even all the way up to the 290s, right, guys? So I think that we're going to have to maybe wait it out until I think maybe Sunday evening, or actually, yeah, I actually think it's going to be maybe... yeah, I think actually we're going to be getting the new day open on Sunday. Well, for me, it's going to be Sunday evening, right, around that 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific time. So we'll get that buy daily open, and from there, wherever it opens, right, then we're going to see how much upside we can actually face. Right now, the current ATR, it is 57 cents on a bi-weekly. So we'll see what happens when this closes, guys. We still have some upside to go on price action. I do think that in the immediate short term, we still have some prices here to discover, specifically into the 209 to 213.92 area. Should we bounce a little bit higher and get ourselves some other types of relevant resistance? Well, I would say that is possible, right? In fact, this area here could be 250, just a little bit lower, right? 215.49 is one zone, and just for just for giggles here, I'll go ahead and point out at one more, which I believe would actually be right around here at 217.08. Should we overextend, right, guys? So that's about as much as I can talk about here, guys. Should you have any questions or concerns, make sure to reach out to me. You already know where to reach out to me, and be sure to send your proofs of purchase, right, for the students here at ARC Masters course at Gmail, and for the algorithms at arcabulls@gmail.com. Okay, guys, we'll get you situated. We'll get your welcome packets out soon enough, and we'll see you in class very soon. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I wish you a very, very good weekend. We'll speak in the next day or so. All right, team. Thank you very, 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 very much. All right, team. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.